Yo, what is up, guys? Chang Daddy here. Sorry I've been absent for a little while. I went on vacation. I came back sick, so I've been a little under the weather lately. But I've still been playing Gwent, getting used to the new meta, new post-positioning patch. Anyways, this is my favorite deck at the moment. It's a Scoia'tael control-style deck. A lot of people have been playing it. You might have already seen it. I just wanted to record a few games and go through it for those of you who haven't. If you need the deck list, it's below the video. Also, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and sub the channel. And if you got questions or feedback, drop them as a comment below, and I'll be sure to respond. Let's get started.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
All right, so
We do what must
first
be done.
up we got Nilfgaard. However, this game doesn't
strength,
last
my
very
lord.
long because
Who am I to kill?
Xbox felt like being weird. I have no idea what happened here. I mean, look at these avatars. And they're cool looking. But that was the first of 3 crashes in a row.
This time.
I included them in the video just
Squaresmith
because
Rebellion.
I thought they were interesting. So we get another Nilfgaard. Again, it says player 1, player 2. Doesn't show our names. And glitches out immediately. But check out those avatars.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
My folk have suffered much.
I don't know if it's associated with Nilfgaard, and I don't know why I ended up getting 3 Nilfgaard opponents in a row, and these are the games that crashed. But basically, I ended up I did a hard reset on my Xbox, and then I did a system update, and finally, it seemed to fix it halfway.
Squaresmith.
So this is the first actual real game. However, the name tags are still glitched. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I thought about playing Milva, and then obviously that would just give him Emerith back. Or Caranther, or whatever his name is.
To a man!
I can't think of it right now. So I started out with a Dragoon. It's always a safe bet. However, I lost my Dragoon. I don't know why I did
Storm
that.
is coming. Let's
That's
enjoy
kind of
the
a
weather
misplay.
while we still can.
Slaughter them to
All right, so we threw a Merc, got a first light, we rallied, got lucky, and got a Dragoon. So I like to distribute the Dragoon buffs between Turavel and Bryn. I don't find it really beneficial to make one larger than the other. Obviously, you don't want Bryn to get too large because at a certain point, it's going to be too much removal. Alright, so that's a massive power swing. So what I'm doing here is I'm checking to see which card he played. So which of the Crones was the one he played. Which of these cards would be affected by the monster passive ability.
Don't you fret about me. Can take care of myself.
So here I play Milva. That gives me my Dragoon back, which gives me an additional buff. And his 10 strength Crone loses its buff. So rather than replaying the Crone, he swallowed the other one.
Onward, Fryhead!
You will see it. Dream.
Alright, so he had such a massive lead that he ended up playing Avalok. which helps me out. So he's got a 12-point lead on me. I thought about playing Bren.
I'll feed you to the crows!
Slaughter them to a man!
I wanted to get my blue commandos out of my hand while I still had a target for them. Now remember, that crone was his last card played. And so, rather than using Lacerate on the front row, I opted for Bren. And I tagged that crone. That way he only keeps a 5 on the board. Alright, so I've won the first round, which is the goal with this deck. But since I have an 18th strength Turvel, I'm able to bleed him out just a little bit.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
I'm also continuing to thin my deck.
My folk have suffered
Alright, so I'm going to
much.
use Francesca, and I'm going to search for Yavin. I got a mercenary. Which is normally good. Obviously, I'm sitting here thinking about it. Definitely don't want her. And third time's a charm. We get lucky. We get Yavin.
Coexistence.
Alright, so we throw Yavin, we get a card, and we extend the round a little bit. And so he actually just wastes his Lacerate. He doesn't want to waste any more strength and be down in the third round. And he knows that Scoia'tael has so many agile units that Lacerate isn't that great.
Death comes for you.
Everything all right?
Went for the rally and got a mercenary. Nice little round 3 rope.
Death awaits
Unfortunately, we
us
draw a
all.
commando. We have no target.
I'll feed you to the
Again, one of the
crows!
benefits of this deck is the fact that most of your strength is in your hand. And so all these removal targets he's playing, they don't have a whole lot of targets. Alright, so I played Shuru. If I have to burn the Scorch to get him to flip, I will.
Always willing, pal.
Me! Ackers!
So again, I want to wait and see if he has a special. So I'll drop Turbo. And sure enough, he pulls a mercenary,
Everything all right?
which pulls a special and cancels out.
How lovely it burns.
And then I get an additional Turavel target through Roach. So basically I'm getting three scorches in a row.
Drink this, you'll feel better.
Alright, so first light in this new patch is fleeting. So normally I would play a Glace and I would clear weather. But in this case I wasn't able to do that. So I sat here thinking for quite a while, alright, what do I do? So out for the rally.
Humans? I buy
It's a guaranteed string.
Waste of arrows. That
Now, I lucked out immensely here because Ariel or Endriel or whatever her name is, I ended up having 5 elf units on the board and she pulled out. So I got super lucky there.
We do what must be done.
Alright, so another monster matchup.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Slaughter them to a man!
So pretty solid first play. Throw down the Dragoon. That way when we use our Mercenary next and rally, if we do draw a commando, we have a target. And we also don't have to worry about Yinkon because we can keep bouncing him.
Dance of death! Ha! Ha!
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
I'll feed you to the crows!
So I was
Onward,
I was risking it here. So that got me to 17. 16 with Yinkon damage, so
Dance of death! Ha! Ha!
Slaughter them to a man!
again, so I buffed Turavel,
We shall drive the ape
and we
men
get lucky
into
here
the
with
sea.
the deck thinning. However, we are down 2 cards.
Coexistence.
Alright, so again, round 2. We're just trying to draw out the round as long as possible, get card advantage as much as possible. In this case, we're down 2, so we're just trying to get even. And the reason I opted to play Shura here is because we hadn't gotten Roach out of the deck yet, and we don't want to go in round 3 and draw Roach. And we got really lucky that he played a special card.
Scoia'tael.
Alright, so we're playing Weather. So I'm thinking here, we probably want to keep that first light, but not sure. So we opt to switch it out because we do have a Mercenary. And a Mercenary will allow us to draw a first light, possibly.
Let's get this over with.
so we passed. And even though we were down 2 cards, we ended up getting back to 7-7.
The only good human is a dead human.
Alright, so that's unfortunate. We play Isengrim and he immediately gets locked.
Step away while you can. Thanks.
My default response is thanks to everything.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
If I remember correctly, the emotes get pretty funny in this game. Alright, so I went for the lacerate, got rid of those foglets. Now this doesn't make any sense to me. He removed Isengrim, who we already locked down. I'm not sure why he would do that.
Everything all right?
Alright, so we're not gonna worry about we're not gonna worry about clearing weather because we have agile units. Again, he goes for the lesser unit. I'm not sure why. He might have been trying to prevent a bounce there. Maybe he thought I had a commando. Or go ahead and lay down Tiravel, since we don't have any more buffs for her. Now again, we got that first light in her hand. We might need to use it.
Don't you fret about me. Take care of myself.
Alright, so we drop Milva, we get Roach back, and by doing that, we deny his ancient foglet, and he has to start over. He starts over at 5.
Thanks. Thanks.
Alright, so we play Roach again. Looking for a target for Bryn. Alright, so now we got weather. We got weather everywhere. Luckily, we're going to have last card, which is crucial for first light. Alright, so I thought this was a really interesting mechanic here. So we play Brian.
There.
We
Now
play
let them
Bryn.
dangle.
She does her damage before she becomes a 1. We lose Bryn, but he's only at 7. And we clear the board and we take the game.
Waste of arrows.
Thanks.
Maybe slight BM on my part there.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
My folk have suffered much.
Alright, so we got a little Francesca Brewer matchup. He starts out with what I assume is a sapper.
No mercy!
We start out with Isengrim. Pull out Roach. Thin the deck a little bit.
Mahakam!
So not a mirror match. He's running dwarves.
Onward, Fryhead!
Standard procedure. We got Bryn. Every once in a while you get a hand where you don't have Turavel or Bryn.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done
And you
with
just gotta kind of buff whatever you think your last card's gonna be, or whatever you think you might be able to take into the last round.
Slaughter them to a man!
Gotta tear the legs from the bahookies!
Peace with humans? I buy that!
Wanna flip my axe?
Alright, so he's starting to drop some resilient units.
Dance of death!
It's even more important that we win round 1.
We will take back what was stolen.
Wanna flip my axe?
Now
Alright, so we got a solid scorch there.
Double hollow!
I'll get it done.
Alright, so we were lucky and we got a we got a commando. So now we can bounce.
Death awaits us all.
We can bounce one of those dragoons now.
Onward, Fryhead!
So we got Bryn at 24. It's probably a little bit overkill.
Bet this'll come as a surprise. Thanks.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
So this is his surprise.
Your tricks will not save you, Dwan.
Bet this'll come as a surprise.
I shall not fail!
Alright, so far pretty close.
Always willing, pal.
However, it's getting a little hairy with his yin. I mean, all of our units, all of our non-gold units are 3s at this point. Yin's gonna hit for 8 strength the next round.
My folk have suffered much.
So I opt for switching out Yavin. Normally you'd be crazy not to keep Shura, but we didn't have a special. There was no guarantee he was going to play one either. Except for he did. It would have been too soon though. Shura still would have been in our hand.
Now we will see who is weak.
Alright, so it's down to 1 card each. 37-37.
Not yet recovered.
So he went for the double cross.
Got
a
business
smuggler.
for me?
So we're obviously forced to play Bryn. We go for the bigger, the largest resilient unit.
I like the way you die, human.
You definitely don't see first rounds like that where both players play all their cards. Not very often. Alright, so we were lucky enough to draw the Yavin. And there's a glitch on Xbox, or at least there was when I recorded this. I do not have my leader. For some reason, Francesca is not grayed out like she should be.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Alright, so we're going into round 3 with 1 card advantage.
Everything all
Now I
right?
sat here for a minute thinking, okay, what's the right order of doing this? Because I got 2 rallies and a merc. The last thing I want to do is rally and draw a commando.
Everything all right?
So I opt for my merc, draw a dragoon, and realize that I made a giant misplay because now I have no dragoon target. But had I had my mercenary in my
Have strength,
hand,
my love.
I would have been able to buff it.
Everything all right?
Alright, it's getting a little nervous.
Death awaits us all.
Slaughter them to a man!
The storm
Rally.
is coming.
Got
Let's enjoy
super
the
lucky
weather
with the
while we still
merc,
can.
drew my lacerate, took the round. Super lucky, especially with that misplay.
There will be no negotiation.
Alright, so for my
My
last
folk
game,
have suffered much.
get another Scoia'tael.
Right-head Sparley!
Unfortunately, it was a lot of Scoia'tael and monsters last night. I think it's basically the 2 most popular factions at the moment.
Onward, Fryhead! None shall tread on us!
Alright, so really good control so far. A lot of synergy between Isaac Grimm
Everything
and
all right?
control. Good play on his part. However, obviously losing Roach isn't the end of the world.
Slaughter
The main
them
goal
to
is
a
you want to
man!
get him out of your deck and into your hand, and or not into your hand, but on the board or into your graveyard.
Slaughter them to a man!
Alright, so we're buffing both Turvel and Bryn this time.
Dance of death! Ha! Ha! You talked enough.
Alright, so he plays Siri. We can imagine,
Everything all right?
we can assume that he's gonna lose. Or that he's planning on losing. However, that was Shuru, and we scorched ourselves. So he passes. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I can't go into round 3 with Yavin. Or what would be round 3 if we had a tie.
There.
So I opt
Now
to play
let them
Bryn
dangle a
and get the
while.
win. However, we're down 2 cards.
I fail men herrieth ten verde.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Alright, so not the best play. Obviously, we were fishing for a first light there. Try to thin the deck a little bit more.
Ha! Ha!
Scoia'tael.
Alright, so Merc is good. We get rid of Last Rate because Last Rate isn't that strong against Scoia'tael.
I'm so tired.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Alright, so he opts to use his leader on Yavin. And I remember sitting here thinking, do we play Milva into Yavin and get another card out of our deck? Or do we just pass? Because at this point we're still down 2 cards.
I trust now.
So I went for it.
Never have.
It also has the benefit of getting Roach out of our graveyard, that is.
Who do I spy?
I'll feed you to the crows!
I fail men herres dem verde.
Alright, so we ended up drawing the first light that we put back in our deck with Francesca. So bad luck there. Alright, so we're forced to pass. Alright, so we're going into round 3, down 2 cards.
I'll feed you to the crows!
Alright, so he's got a dead commando that he just burned. We played Shuro first because we want as many opportunities as possible for him to waste his own special.
Oh, how lovely.
So I went ahead and did it for him.
Blue Mountains!
Don't make me laugh. I'll feed you to the crows!
And so that's a dead commando for both of us now.
Nigh is the time of the white frost and white.
We got lucky
light.
there.
Have
Ithleen,
strength,
not the
my
not
love.
the strongest card for Scoia'tael.
Slaughter them to a man!
They'll
By
not
waiting to
leave
play
here
Turbo,
alive.
we were able to play on whatever row that Roach landed on. And we really lucked out that he played Morin.
I like the way you die, human. I like the way you die.
Super lucky
human.
there with the last minute deck thinning and took the round 49-41. Alright, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button and throw me a sub. If you have any comments or questions, or you have a deck that you want me to play or anything like that, just drop me a comment on YouTube and I will be sure to respond. If you want to catch me live on Twitch, I stream weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Central Time, usually for about 3 hours. Other than that, I really, really appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you next time.